Hey, Team Shuki here with a review of the Power Rangers Samurai TigerZord. So, this is a white tiger, not to be confused with the white tiger from Season 2. This is a completely new white tiger, and he's pretty cool. So, he's got his whole mouth opening thing up here. It's all wide open and all that fun stuff. He does roll around. Obviously, when he's like this, he can't roll around. So you have to bring his legs out, and you can either lift him up a little bit, and he can roll like that, and you can see the drills up here spin. The drills on the back do not spin. Or you can have him just kind of like going vroom, and he can spin like that. So now it's some sort of like cat bike. It's like meow or something. I don't know. Anywho, get him all situated. So yeah, he can do that. He can stand straight up as well. He can be all like, I'm a standing. Kind of looks like he got scared. Like in the cartoons where cats get scared and then they arch their back and have their legs real stiff. He kind of looks like that. But anyway, that's all this really does. I mean, he comes with the Red Ranger, Mega Ranger mode figure. So that, to get him on here, you basically have to at least have his legs like this, preferably like that, and then these go like forward or something, and then he just stands back here. Just like that. Not really standing in there all that straight, but so now he's all like, he's surfing on a tiger because that's cool or something. So enough of that. Like I said, that's all it does. It's got the gold paint and the red eyes, and that's really it for this guy. Oop, just tail popped off. Whatever. In comparison to the Japanese version, who I lost the tail, it's right here. But anyway, comparison of the tails, obviously this one opens and closes, and then this one doesn't. But as you can see, the Tora Origami is a lot bigger than the TigerZord. By a lot, I mean a lot. And the Tora Origami, obviously it features the chrome and the clear plastic too. But all four of the drills spin, and all four of them feature the four-pronged. However, in this one, only the front two feature the four-pronged because of the way these ones work in the Megazord configuration. And obviously there are a few differing things because of the way this combines, but features-wise, you're really only losing the spinniness of the back two drills, and the disc as well, obviously. This opens up so the Tora disc can come out. But, yeah, that's all for that. So, really not too bad outside of the size difference and the lack of spinning back drills. So, take that as you will. Obviously, this combines with the Samurai Megazord, so, let's push him forward a bit. Bring the camera up, since all the action takes place up here. So all you have to do for him, pop the helmet off, deposit it in the DragonZord, and then flip this piece up. On the TigerZord, you're going to need these two prongs right here. So take off the tail, which we did already. Take off the head. He just pulls right off. And then move this one over to here. Push this one forward and that one forward. And this one over to here. If you wanted to, you could switch these around to where the two-pronged ones are on the side and the four are on the back. So something like this. It doesn't really matter what goes where as far as the drills are concerned. That just pegs in right there. Oh, no, not like that. Sense the scariness of my voice. There we go. That just plugs right in back there. Just like that. And then the helmet, this plugs right in on top of here, and then plop. And there you have the Tiger Drill Megazord. Really alright. I think this looks a little bit better than the Japanese version, actually. So let's go ahead and bring that in the frame. So if we bring this guy in, yeah, there's quite a bit of difference here going on, mostly because of the size of the Zord to the Origami. And the formation is a bit different. As you can tell, this one has the closed circle. That one doesn't close, so you can't get the closed circle on that one. And then the drills here go in the front as opposed to the back. And I do want to point out that you can't see it, but those still have all of the spinning gimmick to it. While this one loses it because it only has it on those front two. You can maybe get away with having the drills on the front. No, you can't. They don't fit in there. So you have to do the drills on the back for the American toy. So, yeah, I would say that I kind of like the way the American one looks better, to be honest. Just because it looks a lot less like a giant Indian headdress and more of an actual, like, sort of drill pack or something like that. I don't really know. Regardless, this formation is just kind of flat out stupid. I always kind of thought it was. But, really not too bad. I mean, outside of losing most of the drill spin gimmick, it's alright, I think. But, the American toy does a pretty decent job. But, of course, the TigerZord can do all sorts of other things now that all three of the origami or all three of the auxiliary folding Zords, we'll go with that, exist. So let's go ahead and get this guy all rearranged here. So, like I said, this guy can form with the Swordfish Zord and the Beetle Zord to make an all-new configuration known as the Samurai Battlewing. So to get that, basically we're going to need him to not really do too much. Just tilt these back. Again, you can switch the drills around to however you want. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to keep it like this. Pop off his tail and his head, and there you have the body. For the Swordfish, you're going to want to bring both of these forward and then pop off this tail piece, just like that, and attach it right here onto this joint. The Beetle Zord, take off both of the legs, and then switch the legs around and plug them up top here. So just like that. And then here, you're going to want to attach that to this top portion of the Swordfish Zord. Just like that. Attach the beetle onto the other joint right here. The tail just pegs right in up here. Just like that. Having some trouble finding the peg here. The tiger head, this just unfolds. Just like that. I was doing it right. You can fold that downward if you want to level it out. And then lastly, take the upper horn of the Kabuto, the beetle rather, Japanese name slipping in, and place this on the neck of this bird face. It should go a little bit higher up, I think, but that's okay. And attach this right there, and voila, you have the Samurai Battlewing. So it's designed like a phoenix, or at least something similar to a phoenix. I mean, it's formed of a tiger, a beetle, and a swordfish. So the phoenix-ness can only go as far as your imagination will take you. But it does look pretty cool. Obviously, there really isn't anything going on. When you wheel him around, you still get the beetle's head spin gimmick. The swordfish loses its gimmick because it had the tail shake, and the tiger has no gimmick for those wheels, since it doesn't have any wheels down here. So the only gimmick that remains is the beetle spinning, which is kind of irritating actually. But that aside, I think it does look pretty good, and it retains its solidity pretty well. Now, the Japanese release is actually quite large. Here's basically what we got going on. As you can see, it isn't too different. More paint details, obviously, more chrome. The tail is obviously different because of the way the Swordfish is designed, and the way Kajiki is designed. But other than that, there really isn't too big of differences compared to the American release, and really the only major differences are the differences that that are because of the way these are designed differently. So you're not really losing too much, and I actually honestly really like the American release of the Battlewing. It's solid, and it still retains most of its look, and I think the little unique updates to the look are actually kind of cool. I like this fin quite a bit for some reason. I don't know. Kind of deteriorates the look of a bird, but I don't know, it's a fish bird. We'll go with that. So this can combine with the Samurai Megazord as well to make the Samurai Battlewing Megazord, or the Battlewing Samurai Megazord, one or the other. I don't really know because I don't remember. So anyway, to get this, what you're going to want to do is take the two... So we'll take the tiger head off, and then this piece off, because you're going to need those. Take the two legs that have the two-pronged feet, set those aside, flip the drills around, and then put the other drill back here. So you should have the two four-pronged drills straight up, and then that's it. Take the Samurai Megazord, and then just like the Tora or the Tiger formation, just pop that right on the back, and take this, fold that down, peg that in, plop that right on the head there, and then the Japanese release and the TV show has these going right here to make these little drill nipples. Apparently drill nipples aren't appropriate for American television. So what these do is there's two holes on these, and then they peg in right here. They don't really peg in as great as I want them to. But same thing over on the Bearzord. So let's just peg in right there to make whatever these are exactly, little boosters maybe. I don't know, but there you have the Samurai Battlewing Megazord. Really cool, actually. So outside of the lack of drill nipples, there really isn't too much difference between this and the Japanese release. So as you can see, the Japanese release is a lot wider because Daitenku is a lot bigger than the Battlewing. And then obviously, like I said, you got the drill nipples going on. But really, there really isn't too huge of a difference between the two overall. Playability-wise, they're pretty much the same, give or take. So really, it's not all that bad. I mean, it's not as good as the Japanese release, I think, but for the price of this combination altogether, you get a lot more than you would by paying the prices on the Shinkano releases. So really, I mean, they aren't that bad. I got this for $16.99 at Toys R Us. However, they've been popping up at K-Marts for $12.99. And for the three auxiliaries, $12.99 isn't that bad, actually. $13 for a little Zord really isn't too bad. The Megazord itself is $30, so I guess they are still quite a bit overpriced, but you do get a little figure too, if this counts for anything. But as for the TigerZord, I'm too lazy to change this back, so you're just going to look at the Battlewing Megazord for now. The TigerZord is pretty cool. I would like the chrome. The chrome is nice, but it isn't necessary by any means. Yeah, these are really tiny releases compared to the Japanese version, but for the price, it really isn't all that bad. Really, it comes down to whether the fact you want to pay the premium price for the Japanese releases. But, I mean, as for reviewing the American release, it's not too bad of a toy, and I'm actually rather enjoying what I'm getting out of these. So, I recommend it. I kind of dig the TigerZord, honestly. So, you can definitely check out a written review at RidersRangersRambles.com, bringing the latest token news in the craziest way possible. And, of course, you can check out Samurai and the American Samurai toys and everything else involved at the RAM boards at RidersRangersRambles.com/forums. So, take care and have a great one. Bye.